Everybody, this is Cheryl at The Nest is Empty, and I'm sitting in here in my office, and usually I'm tutoring in here, and I do a ton of recordings for my two other stations that I have, tutoring with Cheryl and the Tech Up for Tutors. But today I'm doing something personal that I'm super excited about. And as a matter of fact, I did a recording about this new hobby of mine, which is paint by numbers. And I did a recording, and I will be sure to link my description of this picture that I'm painting from the DIY Art Club so that you can watch all of this unfold. But I was just stopping in today to really encourage those of us who our kids are grown up and, we're kind of looking for ways to fill our days. Maybe we're still working, but we have time in the evenings, or we're part-time, or we're fully retired at this point. We're like, I just really want to find something that's fulfilling. Now, I'm going to talk to you about some things that I've tried in the past that just haven't worked, but I really want to show you my DIY art club. And I worked on this last night for about 2 hours. And this is actually a painting of my family's portrait for my daughter's wedding in September. And let's see if I can get a little bit closer. The lighting isn't super great in here, but you can see the outline of us in the picture. And I chose to start with my dress. And the reason I chose to start with my dress was I was actually worried I was going to make a mistake on my beautiful bride, our daughter. And I just didn't want that to happen. Oh, by the way, let's just kind of look to see how big is this picture? That's amazing, isn't it? That's a huge picture. And so it's going to look so great on my living room wall when I'm done with it. I want to just kind of take a step back. I actually had a little picture that went with this, and for some reason I mislaid it. I really don't know what happened to it. I think it must be in the pile for the mail. But when this came, it came with 3 paintbrushes, which I would say weren't really that great. I've already completed another project, and I should have brought that in as well. But I've completed another project, and this is just a brand new one. And I think the quality of this canvas is really good. My other canvas had come from Hobby Lobby, and it was nice. It was great. It was a super wonderful project to start on. And I probably put 20 to 30 hours on that. This thing's going to take me a lot longer because my dress in that, what I just showed you, took me 2 hours. But you get a little key, which is what I need to find. You get a little key with this, and it shows you the number and then the color. And then you put the little number on the bottom. So every place on the picture that has a 12, that's what I'm painting. It just has me really nervous about where that picture is because I kind of need it. And I still have to go through and put the rest of the keys on. So this picture is what I'm currently working on, and I'm super excited about it. But what are some things that I tried before that just didn't really work for me? Now, my sisters, I love them. They are all so incredibly talented. I somehow missed the talent bug when it comes to painting, drawing, sketching, anything like that. So I'm just glad I can stay within the lines. Okay, this is making me feel really good that I can do this. Okay, I have tried crochet. I've tried cross stitch. Well, I'm okay with cross stitch, but I just don't like the repetitive, like up and down, up and down. I can do it, and I used to do it before my kids kind of got busy. I've tried, gardening. I like to can and I like to bake. I'm good at both of those, but I don't always use the things that I can. And I'm like, well, you went to all that work. Why aren't you using that? I'm like, oh, it could kill me or something like that. So I get a little bit nervous about that. I like to teach other people things, and that's probably why I'm doing this, because I'm still, even though I'm a retired school teacher, I still work about 20 hours a week as an elementary reading, writing, and spelling tutor. And so like a literacy coach or a literacy teacher. But this brings me a lot of joy. I also do some volunteer work in our local town. I'm on our business club, and I help with our play productions that are in town. And then I help out at our church. And we live on a farm, and we have a big area that has to be mowed here. And then over at my mother-in-law's, And that takes me a lot of time. That is not something I enjoy. That is like a chore that could go bye-bye and I would be much happier. So I'm really not looking forward to sunny days when it comes to that, because that is not something that I enjoy doing. But I do enjoy the end product of that. So if I make any videos of me working outside, just know I'm sweating and I'm unhappy doing it. But I'll put on my happy face for you. So the reason I'm so excited about this paint by numbers is, number one, it's a pretty easy thing to do. You can read a key, you can totally do this. Number two, I can easily spend 3 hours painting and not notice it until like I'm feeling it here in my neck. Then I'm like, oh, I think I got to go like exercise or something. And it takes me, what I like about this is it takes me away from anything that I have to really think about and analyze. I'm not reading a book, so I'm not thinking and analyzing about the character and what's coming up next. Oh, that's another thing that I like to do. I like to read books. Forgot about that one. I'm not on a screen. It's just me and the paper. And usually I'm doing this when there's nobody else here. So far, I have not really painted a whole lot. My daughter and my son-in-law came over. I was trying to finish one up, but I had to put it away because I couldn't really concentrate. And we were having supper, so I put that away. I can do it if my husband's watching television, but if we're trying to have a conversation, then I don't really want to be painting while I'm doing this because it's such fine detail. So if I'm going to do this, this is just something that I can just get out, work on for a little bit. And the nice part is this dries pretty quickly, and then I can just put it away for a while. And when I'm ready, I can come back to it. It's not like I don't have yarn and needles and a basket and all that. I mean, like literally, I'm not going to fold this one up, but I could if I wanted to. But I can find a safe place away from everything, and I can just put this away so that nobody's messing with it. So just really wanted to come on here today to talk to you about the DIY art. The DIY art club. It took a long time to get this. And I think the reason it took a long time is because this is digitized image. And it also, according to my Shopify, because I watched the link for all of it, it originated in China, but then it was delivered from California. So it says it is a company here in the United States, but I'm not so sure about that. It might be that they're distributing it from the United States, but I'm pretty sure it's over in China. There's nothing wrong with that, but it did take a considerable amount of time to get this. Now, there are other places that you can go to get paint by numbers. And what I would really encourage you to do is just go to your local hobby shop and get one from there. And the first one that I did wasn't nearly as involved as this. And this to me seems like it's maybe a little bit more advanced, but not as advanced as some that have lots of colors and everything, because everybody's kind of dressed the same in this picture. Everybody's kind of in lighter colors. I was just kind of the person that came in the dark color. So I will be really interested to see how this goes. If you pick this up as your hobby, or if you're currently doing it and you've got a great place to order supplies, go ahead and leave the comment. Don't leave your link, but tell us where you're getting them. Tell us what your experiences are. And I look forward to hearing from you. All right. Well, I've got about 2 hours, and then guess what? My evening job starts, where I tutor students in reading, writing, and spelling. It happens to be a Wednesday night, and I only have one student this week on Wednesday. It is the start of Lent, and so I try to keep my Wednesdays clear for church, so I'll be going there afterwards. You guys make it a great day, and as usual, keep the learning going.